Episode 612. By the next day, every major esports media platform, from online outlets to print publications, had rushed to feature a headline: top pro players ganging up on Lord Grimm, begging for a match. What's that all about? After that, why? Three giant question marks blazed across every major media platform. The report covered exactly what happened last night: a flood of pro player characters swarming into Heavenly Domain, then filing into the same room inside the arena. They weren't sparring with each other, they were all targeting the same opponent. This man was the enigmatic figure who had recently skyrocketed to fame in the glory circle, wielding a shape-shifting silver weapon, reviving the long-lost unspecialized playstyle. His name, Lord Grimm. That sharp narration made Chen Guo choke on her breakfast the moment she read the report. Now the breakfast milk was all over the face of that mysterious man across from her. Yi Shu lodged a protest.
Sorry, it's just...
Chen Guo started coughing too. Tang Ru was all in a fluster, handing Yi Chu a napkin with one hand while patting Chen Guo on the back with the other. Their little scene was nothing. Over at the various clubs, the moment the report came out, the players immediately started shouting. Those who hadn't even gotten out of bed were yanked straight from under the covers, especially the ones whose names appeared directly on that long list.
What the hell? What the hell do you think you're doing?
The managers and team leads from each squad didn't exactly spit out their breakfast milk, but the things they said were just as harsh. The manager of Excellent Era hadn't called in every team member, but Sun Shang and Lu Hao, the captain and vice-captain, along with the bystanders who'd been exposed, couldn't escape the meeting. As the group entered the meeting room, they saw the manager's face was so dark it looked like it could drip water. After they sat down, one of the team members quietly asked what was wrong. The manager immediately slammed the morning paper down in front of him. As for this news, some had seen it, and some hadn't. The one who muttered, "What's going on?" was Guo Yang, one of Excellent Era team's main players. His character was a Qi master, Qi Chong Yun Shui. Last night he was lurking in the group chat too, and after seeing the commotion, he just had to go join in. Today his name was plastered in the paper, yet he had no idea what was going on. The manager was furious, glaring at Guo Yang with a murderous look. The esports paper had it as the headline, taking up nearly 4 full pages. Analysis, commentary, and piles upon piles of screenshots. You had to hand it to them, managing to print everything that happened just last night into a finished edition this fast.
What do you think you're all doing? Afraid your opponents aren't popular enough? You want to go be their living advertisements? Is that it?
The manager finally started roaring. He was only facing his own team members at the desk, but his words dragged in all the exposed pro players from other clubs too. Excellent Era sent a full 4 people to watch the commotion: Sun Shang, Liu Hao, and He Ming. Naturally, they were desperate to see just how strong Ye Chu's unspecialized really was. As for Guo Yang, well, that was practically a slap in Zheng Yu's face. But now Guo Yang had drawn the most aggro from the manager, all because he walked in looking completely out of the loop. As a veteran pro, he was used to the manager's yelling, especially since Excellent Era's season had been a disaster. Everyone had seen this side of the manager plenty of times. Only Sun Shang, who had been treated like a prized rookie back at Yuyun team and had sat firmly as the core ace since joining Excellent Era, was facing a public dressing down for the first time since entering the pro scene. His expression turned sour. Lu Hao cleared his throat, ready to say something, when a knock came at the door. The manager turned and barked, "Come in." A staff member burst inside.
Boss, there are reporters outside wanting an interview. What do we do?
Media outlets dedicated to esports had permanent correspondents stationed in any city with a club. They'd been up all night hammering out the initial reports, but the actual interviews with the parties involved didn't start until this morning. That's just how you follow up a story. The manager had clearly anticipated this. He waved a hand and said,
Tell them to wait.
Oh.
The staff member left, and the manager turned to look at Lu Hao, who had been about to speak before being interrupted.
What were you going to say?
Manager, this is no coincidence.
Lu Hao said, looking at the newspaper.
Sure, it caused a stir when we logged in. But once we entered the arena, nobody knew which room we went to. Even if they stumbled in by chance, the rooms have passwords. How could someone just barge in that easily? And look at how detailed this report is. There's no way that was just some random onlooker. They clearly came in with intent. This is a staged publicity stunt, and we've been used.
Do I really need to spell that out for you?
The manager was still in a foul mood.
But at the time, none of us really thought that far ahead.
Liu Hao was a bit helpless.
It's pointless to talk about it now. From what I've seen in the reports, Ye Chu's identity doesn't seem to have been exposed.
Well,
Liu Hao hesitated. He couldn't possibly remember every detail, and since everyone present already knew Lord Grimm was Ye Chu, no one had bothered to emphasize it in their conversations. Had any conversation revealed Lord Grimm's identity? He didn't recall any, which was probably why the report never pinned down Lord Grimm's identity. It just called him a man of mystery. But since it's a mystery, of course you have to guess. Thus, the speculation surrounding Lord Grimm's identity became the main topic of the day. Yet, in the midst of all this speculation, this enigmatic man didn't seem the least bit mysterious. With the rumor that Ye Chu was forming a new team, 80% of the speculation pointed to him. The remaining 20% of doubt came from one logical inconsistency. In other words, if this really is Ye Chu, he only just retired, and now he's already planning a comeback, stirring up such a fuss. Didn't he change his mind a little too quickly? Those who voiced this suspicion clearly didn't believe the rumors about Ye Chu coming out of retirement to reform his team either. The rumor of Ye Chu's comeback, after all, was just a conclusion everyone drew after a battle mage pulled off a dragon raises its head during the All-Star match. There was never any 100% proof that the person back then was actually Ye Chu.